got here, guys? We got some fresh squeezed mango juice right there I did the other night. Sunflower seed butter, Trader Joe's honey, and my organic toast. This is by Eureka, my friends. Best seed. There's seeds on the outside. Absolutely fantastic. Current time 9:15 p.m. And yes, there's been a big gap of time, but that is okay because we got a peach right here also. But we've been reviewing and doing a lot of reviews, a lot of product reviews. Still looking at this right here, of course, but getting it done, guys. That's the name of the game. Stacking the stack slowly, but we're stacking back up with new product. Let's eat. We'll get back into it. Check this out, guys. The other day I was doing a little diving over there at the old Office Depot here, and I don't believe I've showed this to you yet. This was actually taped up in a bundle, and obviously I knew that was a keyboard. It says display right here. So what they do, guys, is that I think they either recycle or they sell open box items, the actual display computers, because obviously you guys know that Staples and Office Depot, they actually have a lot of laptops, a lot of desktops that are actually like open box, that are like right there for you to play with. And then if you like them, you know, you can actually see how they work, just like Walmart and stuff like that. Well, anywho, I have again been finding a lot of different keyboards and stuff like that. So I think what they do is they either sell the unit without the keyboard. I'm not really sure how that all works out, but again, this is all brand new, all taped together. And this is for a Lenovo, or however you pronounce it, Lenovo, and that is a power port there, probably for a laptop or a desktop, not exactly sure, with a mouse, so most likely that's probably a desktop. And then again, brand new plug, so that will definitely sell. And then this was also connected to it here. Again, this was taped and then I undid the tape. But this is a nice large keyboard here, guys. Brand spanking new. This is actually a wired keyboard, so I might be able to sell both of those for a decent amount of cash. If not, if it's not really going for that much cash, because the shipping obviously because the size of the keyboard, I'll go ahead and just probably sell the charger plug and go ahead and Goodwill these two items here. Charger plugs always go for good money, especially if they're brand new and genuine. They definitely should go for ETA probably at least $15, maybe $13, $15 or so. Just first class ship it in a manila envelope and you're good to go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's shrinking. It's shrinking a little bit. So then we come over here, and then we got here. Then once we get it over here, then we bring it on over here. And then once it's done with here in the second stage, or that's the fourth stage, then we bring it on over here, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the finished one. So now I can do whatever I want with these ones here. Look what someone gave my wife. How cute, huh? A little boy from her work, a foreign exchange student, gave that to my wife. How cool is that? Hello Kitty, my friend. That will be friends with poop emoji. Hold on. Let's put that right there. Now we're talking. Now we're a big happy family, huh? Looking absolutely fantastic. Okay, so now the current time, ladies and gentlemen, is 12:01 a.m. and you're going, Cristoforo, what you been doing all day? Exactly. I need to get some soup in me, my friends, because the weather changed. My throat is feeling a little bit under the weather, but the show must go on. The show must go on. So hot soup, a cup of herbal tea, and I'm gonna get back in the game, my friends. We do need to take out the trash in my Trader Joe's bag right here. The only problem though, guys, is let me show you something. Guess who's back? Okay, let me eat this and then I'm gonna show you who's back. So guys, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get some extra vitamins, extra antioxidants, extra all sorts of goody veggies in the system. We're gonna knock this cold out like Muhammad Ali. So we're gonna jam a bunch of spinach in my NutriBullet. If you guys don't have a NutriBullet yet, oh my goodness gracious, I paid full price for that. That's not why. It was actually a birthday present. I admit that. It was a birthday present, but it was probably the best present I've ever received. Almost one of the best presents. Reason why, I do my morning smoothies in here. Anyway, without getting too technical, we're just gonna jam like 2 big old handfuls. We're gonna smush them on in there, and then we're gonna put some water, and then I'm gonna show you my green drink for the evening time because it's low in carbohydrates. And also, guys, remember the awesome protein powder. Not this one. This is not it. This is not the one I found. But remember the bag. If you go back to the I forgot how long ago was the vlog, but anyway, so I found that one bag of protein powder, and it was a really high quality one. It was like Mike Robs, or whatever that dude's name was. I forgot what it was. Anyway, the bag had a small hole in it. That's the reason why they got rid of it. But I just ran out of this one. This is Walmart brand. And then I just dumped that whole bag inside this, and now it's gonna seal up real nice. Anyway, with good tasting chocolate protein powder with spinach. Trust me, guys, you can't even taste the spinach. It's green, but it's kind of brown. You just down it. Anyway, let me show you how to make it. Again, first up, just jam a bunch of spinach in there. And it depends how much you guys want to do. I do quite a lot, but that is up to you whether you want to get real crazy or if you want to go moderate. 5-second roll, more like 30-second roll, but that's okay. Let's throw it on in there. So again, we got about that much spinach in the books right now. So now what we got to do in order to blend this sucker up, we add about water till it comes up to about right here. And water goes in, and water comes up to about the line right there. And then Trader Joe's ground cinnamon, absolutely fantastic. Let's go ahead and put a little brushel, little sprinkle of that guy on in there. So this is what it looks like right here. We got the cinnamon on top with the spinach with the water. Now, if you want to make this better protein and more oomph to it and actually taste better, no joke, 1 cup egg whites, carton egg whites, 1 cup directly, boom, straight in. That's what I'm talking about. So replace the water with 1 cup egg whites if you want to get crazy with it. Okay, now we bring over the big guns. Whoa, I almost dropped that. That would have been the worst day ever. Hit the photo. So now with this, oh, I think it's Mike Rob's protein. Anyway, 1 scoop, and that's gonna be some nice protein in the books right there. No, it's J Rob's protein, that's it. Really expensive, by the way. Now we come over to the NutriBullet, making sure the top is securely on. And again, with the water, it's gonna blend on up, so let's go. Then, my friends, you pound it, and you do it quick. It don't taste that bad, but you definitely want to sip it. That's how you do business. I'll tell you what we do for the name of health, huh? What's up, guys? Current time 2:09 a.m. in the morning, my friends. And we are gonna go out on just a little itty bitty hunt. And the only reason why I'm gonna actually go out on a hunt is because, well, I gotta put an office chair that I found a while back. Remember that one? Beautiful, brand new in the box. Anyway, Natalie's work bought it off of us. Absolutely fantastic. We gave him a deal. Don't worry about that. It is brand new. It's just sitting in the man cave right now. I got too many chairs, so eliminating one and making some money is always a good thing, my friends. So I actually need to put that in the car. And I'm like, well, if I'm gonna put it in the car and spend some time doing that, I might as well go around for about 20 minutes around the neighborhood, because it is trash day around this neighborhood. See if I can poke my head on anything before we do load that up for the evening and head on to bed, because I do need to get some extra sleep and tackle this little congestion in the head. But don't you worry, I'm gonna be back up and running shortly. Again, guys, I'm just going out for a few minutes tonight, kind of just scoping out the scenery. But again, you're not gonna find, now my recommendation is drive the extra 10 minutes if you have time and go to the complexes, because again, it's a numbers game, guys. A lot more move-ins, move-outs, because there's just not as much here in the vicinity. I mean, you'll find some nice things every once in a while, but it's like, I mean, for instance, pieces of wood or like boxes or like broken hockey sticks or something like that, you know? So you definitely, if you want to play the game, you gotta go into the apartment complexes or find those hot retail cans. That's where all the action's gonna be, guys. Because again, some of these folks, they got big garages, 2-3 car garages, so if they got the space to store it, most likely they're just gonna stash it away thinking they're gonna have a garage sale or sell it later on. They never do, and they just stash it and keep stashing it. But when you only have a 1-car garage, you got limited space, right? So these apartment complexes, they only got 1-car garages. Some of the more high-end ones actually have a conjoining 2-car garage, which is awesome, but that is, again, very far and in between. So those ones, you know, those apartment complexes, they're gonna be definitely offloading. Oh my gosh, guys, there it is. There he is. Big old coyote. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh man, where'd he go? He was just sitting in that park area right there. Where'd he go? Oh my gosh, guys, they're everywhere. There's another one right here. Look at him. Oh, we gotta get this on film. All right, I'm gonna slowly, where'd he go? I don't wanna scare him. Oh my gosh, there he is. There he is. Guys, they're everywhere. I'm not getting out of the car. Oh my goodness gracious, that was the second one in a matter of a quarter mile. I keep thinking they're dogs because they just cross in the middle of the street and they're just like big old dogs. And then I'm like, nah, there's no owner behind it. That ain't no dog. Alrighty guys, look at this. We got some metal gating thing here. And then look at this chair. That chair is really nice. Sorry, it's a little bit dark. I'll swing back around, put my brights on it. But again, this is right in front of a home. That office chair looks really nice. And then like a dry erase board, but that almost looks like some backyard like iron gating that is like separating between two houses. All right, let's go put some lights on that. Anyway guys, there it is right there. Sorry, it's a little hard to see. You know, I don't want to be too crazy with my lights, but anyway, that's the chair there. And then all the metal gating is down below. It's actually a pretty nice office chair though. That was pretty easy to spot because I went slowly by the street, peered over to the right, and I saw some stacks next to the cans. That's when you definitely know there's some action over there. That chair looked actually pretty decent, man. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna go hunt. I'm gonna finish up another 15 minutes or so. I might come back and grab that for my neighbor. I don't know if his son needs another office chair or not. But guys, I mean, when there's an office chair that's leather like that in that good of condition, it looks good. You gotta grab it for somebody, you know what I'm saying? So I might be back for that. Guys, I got him. I got him. He's crossing the street right now. Did you see him? Right there. Oh my goodness, I had a whip left. Let's see, he's right here. All right, right there, right there. Did you guys see him? Look, right there, right there. Cross the intersection. That's the most coyotes I've seen, guys. That's number 3. Man, guys, they do travel in packs, so you do gotta be careful, especially if you're jogging late at night. That's why obviously I'm not jogging. I'm obviously sitting in a car. That's just the name of the game, baby. Hey, my friend, sorry, it's a little dark there, but that right there is a refrigerator. How about that? That's exactly like the type of refrigerator I have. Just pretty much basic, all white. Freezer on top, refrigerator on the bottom. All right, guys, a little live diving for you here. I know a lot of you guys are mad at me for not taking that beautiful crocodile chest. Let's see if it's still there, and let's see if there's more stuff. This always has good furniture in here. And bada bing, bada boom. Kind of dark, can't really see the crocodile chest. It's still there. Now we have a new mattress and the Lincoln desk. It looks like just one portion of it is still there. Sorry it's dark, guys, but you've seen that stuff before. That's the same set of cans that I actually found my current 22-inch HP monitor. And so that is absolutely fantastic. I love that one. And definitely the folks there, they know that people are gonna go and grab it, so they're not worried about that. You know, they're just gonna drop it off and get it going. All right, folks, let's go. Well, probably should have took that chair after all, because now I gotta out with the old, in with the new, but I gotta move my car to get to it so I can put it on over there. And I think I just saw security from my complex, so hopefully he's done for the evening, or he's gonna come around wondering what I'm doing. That's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm heading to bed. Good night, y'all. God bless you. God protect you. Diem, baby, let me dream. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Exciting stuff in the book, so continue to get pumped up for more action later.